Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for Project Life. This is week 51. Hey everyone, it's Jen with ChappyPlans. Thanks for joining me for week 51. Only one more week after this, and today I'm featuring elements and pocket cards from Syncopation Design's Sugar and Spice collection. Oh, and I also printed out some of the digital stamps as well. So you can see I'm wearing my glorious bathrobe while I film this video, so you're welcome for that. Just showing you some of the pocket cards I have printed out. I just printed them on my good old regular printer with some cardstock, and then I'm bringing in some puffy stickers from Freckled Fawn that I recently purchased on Peachy Cheap Deals, and some alphas I have in my stash from Paper Person Shop. I don't think they're available any longer, but I am trying to use as much of my stash as possible. Printables are wonderful because you can print as many times as you want once you purchase the digital download. You can, if you have like fancy software or even just InShot, which I use to edit my videos, you can resize things in the app. You can, I think people of Photoshop can change the colors and all that kind of stuff. I have no desire to do that. I love Jennifer's designs. So I will leave a direct link for you to each of the items I used from her shop below. I'm a guest designer for her team this quarter. So without further ado, I will speed up the camera and get into the process. So you can see I started to use the alpha stickers, but then I decided to pull out my Christmas and winter themed washi and chose this green one with snowflakes. I think it's from Studio Calico, and I want to use that to kind of ground some of the elements as I put them on the cards, just to add a little bit extra texture, I guess, something else for your eye to look at and to rest on. I felt like without the washi, the week 51 title would have gotten kind of lost or looked maybe just a little bit too one-dimensional for my taste. Totally optional. So I've gone ahead and I've cut out a bunch of these stickers on sticker paper. You could use your Cricut or Silhouette if you have one. You're probably way more technologically advanced than me. I could not get my Cricut to work, so I fussy cut out all of these elements, which was extremely therapeutic for me. I really enjoy fussy cutting. Some people hate it. Let me know in the comments what team you're on. So I'm using this label sticker just to stamp the dates for the week that I'm documenting, and then I'm going to break into these puffy stickers and add hearts all over throughout the spread. So that's just the title card. It's super cute. It says "Let's Get Lit" and "Repeat" on the back. And then the photo on the left is my cat Smokey loafing on top of the Calyx shelf in our living room, which is a new loafing spot for him. And I don't think he frequents it, but we were about to leave for I don't know if we were leaving for the day or we were leaving for something, but he just decided to pop up there and let us know that he was not a fan of us leaving. So I thought that was really funny. And I'm just going to add a label on the bottom. This is actually a digital stamp, and because they are digital stamps, I decided to print them out on clear sticker paper just in case I wanted to use them to look like a stamp, and I actually really like the added effect. So I put Meowie Cat Mess. You can see I cut the text from the image to create two separate stickers basically, or stamps, whatever you want to call it. And then I just wrote "New Loafing Place for Smokey" and added a couple of puffy stickers and called that good. The middle row is made up of 3 3x4 slots. So I have a photo of Nora wearing her ugly sweater that says "'Tis the season to be extra," and it's actually not ugly in my opinion. I think it's cute. And then the photo to the right is of Nora's nails that I did. She wanted reindeer, and I added just a little bit of detail to her nails, which was fun. And then she's holding her caramel frappuccino. The middle card is a spot I'm going to journal about just how busy we are this week in preparation for leaving for Michigan and just all the things going on at school with it being Spirit Week. And then also Monday of this week, Nora was out. I had to take her to the doctor. She had like double pink eye. We both had these like upper respiratory infections. So it was like the last thing we needed during this really busy week, because it was also, unfortunately, the week of her dance school's Christmas parties, and she obviously missed the one on Monday because she didn't go to school, and she obviously couldn't go to dance. So there was just, it was a lot going on. Since it was Spirit Week, you know, they had like Ugly Sweater Day and Crazy Hair Day and Mismatched Sock Day and Grinch Day and all the things. So I know, like, as a parent, that's very stressful. And especially, like, for us, when we are in, we're in a Title I district in New York, that means that we qualify for, like, free lunches, free breakfast. We have a lower socioeconomic population. So I think it adds a lot of stress personally to families who maybe don't have the privilege of affording things and being able to go out to the store and just get an ugly sweater like we can. You'll have to let me know what you think about Spirit Week, and if you think that that's exclusive, inclusive. I mean, it can be fun, but again, I like to consider other familial situations and people who may not be able to just pop out and buy whatever it is they need for that week if they don't already have it. So anywho, I'll get off my platform, my soapbox. So I decided to spell out busy as the title for this journaling card, and then basically I just journaled all the things I just talked about on that card. I should also mention on the photos, you probably saw what I did, right? I just threw down a couple of labels and some stickers and a little bit of washi, and bam, all done. Okay, the bottom row is the photo of all the like, not a ton of snow, but we got, like, it was the first decent snow I feel like that we had. It did snow on like Thanksgiving or something, but I don't know, it just looks so pretty, so I just included that photo, and I labeled it snow on the top where it's all grayish white in the sky. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to use the alpha stickers there and then create a little cluster in the bottom left corner with those printable elements. And then on the naughty or nice card, I used it as an opportunity to write about things that were either naughty or nice throughout the week, and I labeled them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wrote number 1, snow and a cold to start a busy week, bah humbug. Number 2, obviously that's naughty. Number 2, Albany Med GI scheduling was a nightmare. No one ever called to schedule Nora's 6-month follow-up, so when I tried to get her Zofran, which is what she uses for nausea because of her celiac disease, they said no because they hadn't seen her, bah humbug. I've since straightened that out, but yeah, it was kind of a nightmare. Lots of phone calls and back and forth. Excuse me. Number 3, I started with a cough late Monday too. After school on Tuesday, we all cuddled up and watched Muppets Christmas Carol. It was cozy and perfect. Number 4, it was my first time participating in Secret Santa at work, which was fun. Cora had me and she spoiled me. It definitely brought me a little joy this week. And number 5 says Thursday morning I had to get my teeth fixed. 2 old cavities needed to be replaced. Dr. S is amazing but out of network, so very expensive. Spent the day filming content. And then I just added a couple of those digital stamps, and you can see the close-ups in real time of the finished left side of the spread. Moving on to the right, it's a spot for a big 4x6 photo, and I chose this one of Smokey laying on Nora's lap after school one of the days, and I wrote, Smokey has been more cuddly with Nora since Jeeves, ... because we lost our cat. And then I put just, again, my formula of like washi, a label sticker, a puffy sticker, and then I did add Snuggle Season, which is from the digital stamps underneath the where Smokey's laying on her lap, and added some puffy stickers. And then the right next to it is another journaling spot, and in the back it says, oh dear, and repeat with a little deer, which is so punny. And I use my alphas again to spell out drama WTF because long story short, Nora got involved in a quote-unquote food fight, which wasn't really a food fight, but throwing food in the cafeteria. Essentially what happened is one of the boys threw a brownie at her face, which she threw back because she has celiac, so she, that can be potentially dangerous, and he'd been picking on her for quite a while, and so she got fed up and threw it back. And I was filming content and got a phone call from the principal, and I could hear her. Actually, he's the assistant to the principal. He is the Dwight Schrute of Nora's school. He was on a power trip, and he was very degrading and, angry, and I basically cut him off, and I said, you need to calm down. This is a child who has not gotten in trouble since she started at your school in kindergarten and was involved in something that, anybody probably would have had enough of, and with her celiac had justifiable reason to be upset that someone put threw wheat at her face. And so essentially she got in school lunch detention, which really just means they have to eat their lunch in his office during lunch period. And I said, well, you're not doing that on Friday. It's their last day before break, and they have hot cocoa and all the things, and she's not missing out on that. So you need to figure something else out. As Nora would say, Mama Korean came out. So that's what she calls me when I get in my tiger mom rage. So he was like, okay, well, we can do it when they get back from break. And I was like, yeah. So she's very nervous about that, obviously. But at least she didn't have to miss out on, their fun Friday lunch. And I get to, I have to work on Monday when they go back to school. So I promised her I would come up and check on her and make sure she was doing okay because she has a lot of anxiety about it. I just feel really bad that she got punished for something that, in my opinion, she shouldn't have been. But it is what it is. Moving on. So this was a space for me to vent about that. And I'd love to know your thoughts. Sound off in the comments. The middle row is a picture of Nora. We celebrate Christmas early because we're in Michigan at Christmas time. So in our house, we give her some gifts that we think she would be able to use before Christmas happens and or are too big to transport to Michigan for her to open on Christmas Day. So one of those things was a gaming chair she wanted. We got her some Beats headphones. We got her a new Switch for her controller, or a new controller for her Switch. A bunch of other little things that she opened before we left. And my mom came over, which is the picture on the right, to celebrate Christmas as well. And so I journaled about those things on this card that initially said cookies for Santa, but we don't do cookies for Santa. So I just covered it up with a sticker that says North Pole Admit One. And I just journaled about those things and also how my mom took her to Macy's to go bring her shopping for some Christmas gifts. Again, so you can see while I've been yapping, there's been just the layering of all the things, stickers and digital stamps and journaling and all of that good stuff. And then the very last row is a 4x6 card that says Follow La La Love and a picture of Nora. We had made it to Michigan on Sunday night, and that is the tree my mother and father-in-law have in their sunroom. So I just use the alphas again to spell out home, and then wrote on the label sticker that we made it. And then the Follow La 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 Love card I just decorated with some stickers and washi again and wrote all packed and ready to go to Michigan on the label. So you can see I'm kind of auditioning different pieces to put on the card here and there. Now, kind of looking back at it after the fact, I think it would have looked nice to take my white gel pen and add maybe a little bit of doodling or something to the card. But I think when you look at the finished spread, like both sides of it, left and right sides of the pages, I think it all looks very cohesive, and I don't think it's too much. I think on its own, maybe the green is overpowering, but I think, like I said, when you compare it to everything else, it's like a puzzle. That's kind of like what I feel like I'm doing when I'm creating these pages and inserting cards into pockets and things. I'm sort of balancing out colors and design and all that kind of fun stuff, which I really enjoy doing. So, yeah, that's going to conclude the week for us. 51 is finished, and I really enjoyed using Jennifer's printable elements and digital stamps, the pocket cards as well. Like I said, I'll leave a link for you in the description box if you want to check it out. She also has tons of other goodies, lots of collections of kits that you can purchase and print out right away, which is the convenience of having a printable kit. All right. Let me know if you have any questions about anything I shared or mentioned, and I'll be happy to answer them in the comments, or you can DM me over on Instagram at ChappyPlans as well. Let me know your thoughts, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Here are the close-ups of the finished right side of the spread in real time. Ta-da! Drama! It was a busy week for sure, but I am so glad I was able to document it, and I think this kit was absolutely perfect. It came together really quickly. That's the beauty of using kits like this. So thank you guys again for being here. Like the video if you did, subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you next time. Take care, friends. Remember that you are enough. Bye.